Everything good, bro. How about you?
Maintaining, man. You know what I mean? Just grinding, my boy.
You know,
Real.
slow motion in the big ocean, trying to stay afloat.
Come on now.
Sir. Yeah. All right, so 50 and Big Meats going at it.
Oh, word. Okay.
Yeah, like, so I'm gonna play a little bit of this right real quick. So I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but say bring me up to speed. I like when I can actually react to something. You know what I mean? 'Cause I don't know about
Yeah.
shit.
Person you ever want to double cross is 50 Cent. So right now the internet is on fire. Why? Because 50 Cent just called Big Meats a rat.
What?
I don't even know what to think of this news. I didn't even think it was real until I started seeing all the blogs posting it. And I'm like, what the heck? So like literally every blog is posting that 50 Cent called Big Meats a rat. And everybody is saying it is because Big Meat teamed up with Rick Ross. And you know Rick Ross.
All right, so basically what happened, like 50 seen Ross link up with you know, Big Meats or whatever. And happening now is that's the second time that happened. Like not with them, but the first time was with Southwest T when he linked up with Preem's son, right? So the way 50 looking at it is like, yo, I'm helping y'all eat. You know, I created a situation for y'all to get paid, and y'all dealing with people I don't deal with. You know what I mean? So the last post that 50 made was well, not the last, but the one earlier this week. He was like, "Who is Tammy Pounds?" You know, and I think we had covered that a while back with Tammy, whatever. You know, saying that she was the one that Meech was dealing
Got
through her.
Cuffy from
Yeah,
St. Louis.
Yep.
yeah. So she's supposed to be, an informant, what have you. Putting boys in the clink. So it's getting real spicy right now. Like, you know what I mean? Let's see what else he talking about.
And 50 Cent are sworn enemies. So, I had to go to 50 Cent page and make sure it was real. And lo and behold, here it is right here. He said the biggest mistake he ever made was not sustaining his relationship with Tammy Cohen. Her tell-all docu reveals the truth. What? And the caption says, I think I'm Big Meech with a rat. Now, this is very troubling because just not too long ago, 50 Cent and Big Meech linked up and they posted a picture and it made it seem like everything was all good and they was best friends. See, look, he posted this picture November 17, 2024. Basically said Greenlight Gang Ultimate Hustler Edition. Woo woo. So, a lot of people don't know that BMF season 4 is actually about to come out this year, and there's been a lot of rumors around how they didn't know if BMF was going to get another season.
All right. So, what y'all boys think about that?
Man, it's a little bit deeper than what 50 and Meech got going on. It play a part into Meech's history. Meech, is a celebrated person in this culture, 100% for the way that he was moving and grooving and had things shaking. You know what I mean? And if any of this is somewhat true, 100% true, 70% true, it's a third party allegation that like Slim said, we did cover this. Not too long ago, sometime in the summertime, maybe a little bit in the springtime. So it might be a year on the way coming in. So 50 already knew this already before November 17th when they took that picture. You know what I mean? So, you had this information. So, you know what I mean? It's deeper than that. But, on me side, it's just a little bit, I don't know if he got some explaining to do or, I don't, maybe he can't explain. I don't know,
So,
but it don't look right.
So the thing is, right, does Meech and Southwest T owe 50 that type of loyalty to where it's like you're not going to deal with the people that I don't deal with, as far as, you know, Ross and, you know, Prince.
I don't think they're obligated to, right? But if you're fifth, you know, it's a real individual, it's a real specific case, right? Fifth is just not gonna rock with somebody, or you know, I mean, if you rocking with his op, you feel me? But then also at the same time, too, dude is a rat, quote unquote. You know what I mean? I mean, you know,
You
Also,
talking about?
coming where fifth comes from. I mean, I know he still carries that with him. You know what I mean?
Also, in
Okay.
the allegations as well, too, though, about Cuff was also about, you know, getting him out of the story. You know what I mean? Because he was trying to come with Tammy to get, you know, to get to the whoever had the you know, the play, because it was a play, it was somebody else, a middleman too, also involved, and they got Cuffy up out of that, you know what I mean, to bring it to fifth. And I think Tammy is part of, you know, part of the people that brought the rights of Meech or the BMF story to fifth. You know what I mean? That's how he involved with the bride, you know what I mean? So, you know, Brett already knew about this, but you know what I mean, there's some entertainment shit. And you know, for the loyalty, I would say yeah, because even though that the story was, you know, gonna get told regardless, but for to ride Fifth's momentum and what Fifth is doing in the industry of producing television shows and sitcoms, whatever you want to call that shit, yeah, it probably wouldn't have boomed as hard as it did if they would have took it somewhere else. You know what I mean? So yeah, I would say yeah, he done got y'all some chalup. Lil Meech is doing his thing, you know what I mean? He the star of the show. So yeah, I'd be like, yeah, I would owe him some type of loyalty. But on the other hand, you know, if any of this shit is true with Meech, then yeah, you know, it's a little bit deeper, bro. 100%.
Mm.
I mean, I guess like if for fifth perspective, you could look at it purely as business. Like if there was already, you know, some discrepancies, some tarnishes or blemishes, whatever you want to call it, on Meech's name. You know what I'm saying? They still did the show because it's still a story to be told. It just you know, the guy's still alive though, so the story's still going. And like if they keep doing seasons, they could make it to where this becomes part of it, where you know, he ends up telling, you know what I mean?
Come on now.
I mean,
And
you know,
then at the same time too, if you're fifth, like what, you know, you could just write him out. You know what I mean? You kill him
but
off. You don't have to. You're not obligated to tell the story. You know, it's not. It's loosely based on true story, right? You know what I mean?
all right. So the way I'm looking at it, right? If you got to balance it on a scale, right? All Ross really did was put Big Meech's name in the song, and Ross profited off that song, right?
Yeah.
On the flip side,
He
Cream's
also got
son.
in trouble for that song too.
Okay, so on the flip side, Cream's son brought some merch that had Big Meech on it and the Southwest Tea to wear the shirt, right? Now, with that being said, if you got to weigh it out, you got to do this helping your family make millions, as opposed to you supporting key people that 50 don't rock with. You know what I mean? There's a million drug dealer stories that 50 could put out there and stars. Like, you know, it's a bunch of them. You could go to any side of the country. There's always somebody that did it big, you know, and things of that nature. You know,
50 got to see that firsthand though. With I think that's why he wanted to tell that story too, because you know what I'm saying, he was, you know, when Meech was still out and they were still doing their thing, you know, that was when G Unit was popping, and you know what I mean? Like, so they maybe because he saw it firsthand, he was like, okay, I want to tell this story, you know what I mean?
mm,
I mean that one
yeah. But
specifically, you know what I'm saying?
but at the same time, 50 got to fight with stars almost every season for these shows to get put out on schedule. You know what I
Mm.
mean? So I remember 50 saying like, you know, the next time they, you know, start making the wrong decisions, I'm gonna just sit back and just let it happen. I ain't gonna intervene.
Damn. Okay, so that's why they're always in question, even like if a season's coming out. You know what I mean?
Because
I
I
mean,
mean, personally, I look at it like this: if I'm even though 50 eat off stars and all that, like I said, there's a million stories he could have chose. He chose Meech's story. You know, there's legends from, you know,
From
every
Queens,
side. From Queens, he could have did Fat Cat. You know, he could have did, you know, somebody from Oakland. You know what I mean? He could have did, you know, Florida. You know, he could. It's a lot of different people he could have did. You know, but he chose Meech.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
put his son.
I
Yeah.
understand why he chose Meech though, just based on just it's one of the most relevant things that not only is it that 50 might have seen it, but we all got a whiff of it once the DVD started coming out. You know what I mean? 100%. So it's part of the relevant basis as well. You know what I mean? There's still a mystery behind it, even though that bruh and the whole conglomerate got locked up. You know what I mean? It was still unknown, you know what I mean? And it should have it got brought to forefront, you know what I mean? We had shit like The Wire, we had shit like New Jack City, you know what I mean? When it's a drug ring and it's that type of fascination, you know what I mean? Like I just posted something from I'm About It, you know what I mean? Even though you say what you want to say, fictional, non-fictional, the whole shit. But that type of shit, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers want to watch that shit. And with, that being a fucking non-fictional movie or fictional movie, you know what I mean? Or television show with a little bit of sprinkled in, how you say, to make TV theatrics and shit. But I understand why business opportunity or business move. One of y'all just said a business move.
And no matter what, though, I'm definitely gonna always view that as a version of biting the hand that feeds you. You know what I'm saying? Like you taking a picture with the eye.
Yeah.
You did a song dedicated to you, whatnot, but still, you ain't make no bread off that song.
Man, that motherfucking song got him in trouble with other communities. Even though
word, because he even said the Larry Hoover thing.
And if you repeat the song, remember the song, bruh got in trouble with some people from behind that, even though other bruhs feeling the love from the song. But you know what I mean? 100%.
Yeah.
And Ross don't, I don't know, bruh, but you know what I mean?
And Ross is Ross is he's one of them. He's kind of like fifth in that aspect when it comes to the trolling. You know what I mean? Like, for sure that he's gonna get that picture, make sure that picture is out there.
So that was done. So that was done purposely.
Yeah.
Oh, see, it's a car show. So he was at the car show. So Meech thing was, and you hear Jeezy say it, man. And we pull up 50 cars deep. You know what I mean? Meech he's a stunner. You know what I mean? That's where some of these motherfuckers get that shit from. And Ross it was for the car show. So we pulling up, we on some fly shit. You know what I mean? Fifth ain't known for having hella cars like that. He probably do, but he not known for just hella on the ground with the cars flexing, you know what I mean? So I understand why Meech was there. 100%. It's a movie and I'm out. If I am on federal probation, or even if I don't got the ankle monitor on me, man, I'm in Atlanta at the motherfucking Evander Holyfield house, man, with the car show, bro. 100%. It's an event. You know what I mean? Pull your car out, man. We all car dudes, man. We pull up too.
Okay, how about this? Let me ask y'all: if he doesn't take a picture with Meech, does he still be like, Meech, you a rat? You know what I mean?
No, because he been had the information.
You ain't lying.
I don't know. I personally.
Okay, go ahead, Slim. My bad.
I personally think there's a level of loyalty that's supposed to be there. You know what I mean? Because you don't have to deal with these people, man. These people, like, you don't have to deal with Ross. You don't have to deal with Cream's son. There's not really much to gain there. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. You just keep it cordial. You know what I mean? But the show going to do what it do.
That's the second time. You're right. This is the second offense for someone from that camp is biting the hand that feeds you.
Yeah, and 50 is street cat to the heart with it. So, he ain't gonna take that lightly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I would imagine too, like, you wouldn't really, even if this didn't happen, I don't think you would see Fifth kicking it with him tough. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's purely business for real because
Fifth, you see now, Fifth could, he could be vindictive and say, you know what? I'm gonna give Tammy Cowan a platform. I'm gonna bring her story to life.
It's a documentary, I think they said.
Yeah, but
Oh,
she could
word.
double back and get a second bag with the show and add Cuffy to it and add Blue to it.
Ah, use the cover.
Oh, you ain't lying.
I mean, if it's just business,
Right,
let's do
right,
business.
right.
You know what I
Wow.
I
mean?
mean, shit, the Jeezy story. Jeezy might be
That's
a part of that story too.
What did
Because
Cuffy say? What did Cuffy say? Cuffy
Cuffy
said
bought.
he's the one that he said that he got his first million with, bro. It's deeper than
Yeah,
rap with him and Cuff.
yeah, and Cuffy about to be home. I think it's like 2027. So, 50 could just say, you know what? Then it's this business, then it's business. Okay, you deal with Russell. I'm gonna do the new thing for Stars and make a show out of Tammy Cowan and Cuffy story and add Blue to it. You know what I mean? And we just go from there.
Damn.
We just take it from
50,
there.
50 does kill everybody with success. Like if that's like what you're supposed to, like when it
Since it's
comes
just
to other
business,
forms of revenge.
since it's just business and it's nothing personal, then you shouldn't take this personal.
Hey man, shout
Just
out to
saying.
Piff.
That's where ethics come in. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's business, but at the end of the day, these dudes. These dudes is my enemies. It ain't no secret.
That is bad business ethics, correct?
So if it's just business, then we gonna do business. Then the BMF show gonna end. We gonna end it at season 4. You know what I mean? And then we gonna put the new show on. Keep it going. He got that line with Stars, so I was like, whatever. It's gonna raise the ratings. Come with the ideas. We're gonna bring it to life. We're gonna put the bag behind it. So that's all I gotta say about that. You know what I'm saying? Anything going on this right here though?
Man.
Anytime. Oh, go ahead.
Nah, hey, you know what I mean? Look, if you want to continue moving and grooving in this entertainment industry and you want to align yourself with the right motherfuckers, don't make fucking enemies out of the wrong people, bro. 100%. And if you want to continue to make this shit shake, look, stay with the motherfuckers that you know what I mean that came and tapped in with you 100%, bro.
Yeah, and
You
I'm
gonna
gonna
make
get real. I'm gonna specify what you're saying a little bit further by saying, "Don't fuck with Fifth." I mean, like, I said the F word, my man. Don't mess
Cowboys
around.
gonna make editing real hard for me,
Yeah,
bro.
my man.
Yeah,
Right when I said it the third time, right now, that was shit.
nah, it's all
Okay,
good, but
anyway, yeah, don't mess around
no,
with Fifth, man. You know what I mean? Like he's a very sharp businessman and he's a spiteful dude. You know what I mean? That's a deadly combination if you're on the wrong side of it. You know what I mean? And definitely don't bite the hand to feed you. Like Slim said, I mean, there should have been some level of loyalty, loyalty, respect, whichever one. I feel like there was a lack of that, twice already coming out of that camp because, what I mean, now they're seeing what cloud is like, right? They're in this new era, you know what I mean?
yeah. So, all right, boom. Next topic. Let me see. We got ASAP Rocky trial going on.
Mm.
I guess he allegedly shot, at his best friend or whatever. They got into a little argument. It went left. So let me put a little excerpt from that real quick. Just bring everybody up to speed. Fair use.
Okay. I just, if you could clarify for us, when you're referring to something, if it's based on your memory or from watching the video, do you recognize what you see there?
Yeah,
And what is that?
that's my left hand.
What caused those injuries?
I'm grazed, I believe. Because, like I said, I felt something hot.
What do you mean when you say grazed?
Like, when he shot the first shot, I felt my hand hot because I felt like I got grazed.
By what?
A bullet.
Thank you. It would be 11, 10, 31.
Once I looked at the video, I noticed that's not me.
Okay.
I don't walk like that. I don't.
So, y'all thinking about this right here.
Man, that's I think it's damning for for Rocky. Cause that dude was, you know what I mean? This dude was actually just getting up there and telling the whole woo-wop, and then, you know, I think he had denied he denied the plea deal.
Yeah,
I think the cop out would have been what
180 days.
180
And I think
days.
like 180 days, and I think like 5 years probation or something like that.
That's the rapper deal, the rapper package, right?
You know what I mean?
I'm just saying, right? You know, they go like, all right, man, 5 to 10 years probation. Like usually they take that like that. He said, "No, I'm gonna fight it." And I think he might have thought dude might have kept it a trill, but you know what I mean? He was on there like, no, he shot me with a gun. That's pretty damning.
Yeah, and this happened in New York.
Nah, this is in California.
Same thing. Firing that pistol, boy. That's motherfucking 5-year, 10-year mandatory sentence. You ain't even got to hit nobody. 100%. He's not. He's not. I don't know if he's a resident of California, and if he's a non-convicted
I think
felon.
he lives out there.
So if he lives out here, if he's a resident in California, and he's a non-felon. If the gun was his, then he got a little bit of action because it was a registered pistol. Now, if it wasn't a registered pistol and he fired that motherfucker,
let me add something in. He said it wasn't a real gun.
What?
Yeah, he's saying it was a starter pistol, and I don't think they could produce the gun. Did they have the gun now? I think no, right?
I don't think so. And but he has registered pistols at the house though.
In California?
In California.
Oh yeah. So if they don't got the gun, and because from what I heard, Brett shot in the air. Even if he shot in the air, if it was a real gun, bro, you shoot in the air, bro, you're gonna go sit down. 100%.
I only saw a little bit of footage.
Huh? See, I
saw a little bit of footage. It was hard to make whatever out, like you know what I mean. Like, but I mean, I'm imagining if Rock pulled the pistol out and maybe dude goes like this, grabs his arm or something, then he's shooting it off. But then like, I heard other stories where dude was running and he was shooting that dude.
Let me see. What they talking about real quick. I'm gonna see if he explains it a little bit more.
Yes.
Move like that looked like a homeless person or something.
You would not have physically attacked the defendant that day, correct?
Fair use.
You
talked about in general the consequences that you feared that would come to your career in the music business. Remember that?
Yeah.
Those were consequences that you feared would possibly happen if you got into an altercation with them. Have you, since this incident, suffered any actual consequences to your career?
Oh, good.
Can you explain that to the jury?
I mean, it's been a living hell.
That's hearsay.
That's right.
Say what?
I said that's like, you know, because he's about to start listing off things that have fucked him since this. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
But since this, right? Like, though you have to be able to prove those things. So like all those things aren't going to hold up. It's just, this is just a, you know, try to make his case. Like this is all they got to stand on when they really don't need anything but him saying Rocky shot him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Like the guy who got shot is the eyewitness.
The first thing he just led off was how it messed his life up was death threats. So why aren't they producing the death threats, even though they're asking him this question and this is under oath? Why aren't they producing the question that they asked him? So you know, once he gets to elaborating on how it messed him up, they should have some type of evidence to say that. Other than that, if I'm the defense attorney, we gonna chop all that up 100%.
Yeah, death threats is the crime.
Bless you.
This is the thing. This is the thing that I don't understand, right? If they got into a little verbal argument or whatever, and this is your man, this is somebody that you knew for a very long time. Why y'all ain't just run the fade, man?
Oh, so them two brothers got into it, Rocky and him?
Yeah.
Yeah. And this guy is like ASAP Relly, right? He's part
This
of
is childhood friend.
Yeah.
And so allegedly Rock pulled the pistol out on him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Rock didn't want
and
to
then
say it.
so right here too, he's listing things that have messed him up since this
Oh
altercation, right?
wow! So
But
why he didn't
he's
say what
saying, but he starts listing off things like he couldn't get a record, he had a record deal or something on the table, and then now like he's being blackballed, and you know what I mean? It's this is where
I
it gets
mean,
muddy. But
all right, let me tell you something. The ASAPs are done. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like
they're
that's
in
done.
fashion.
That's yesterday's news. You know what I mean? But my thing is, you could have ran the fade and prevented all of this nonsense. But he probably feel he's gonna get it, put on his pockets. So he gonna up the blade and then risk a whole nother charge. You know what I mean?
Mm.
You know, and now the dude gonna tell on you. You know the dude called the police, foul charges, press charges. So if he did all that, he was willing to get on the stand and testify to those charges that were pressed against you. Why not just take the
Yeah,
deal?
for real. And
Why
he
not
took
just
it
pay
to
him off? Bruh asked for some money. I bet you bruh asked for some money. Look, bruh,
yeah, and then like he
give
was
me
But
like,
I'm
but
not finna
being
no charges on you. You know what I mean? Run me some chalupa. I bet you bruh did that. And Rocky was like, man, I'm not giving you no motherfucking money, my nigga. Oh, excuse, I'm smart.
see, and
but
here's another thing though, where Rock is like the judge told him when they
Yeah,
stood
I
up
heard
and
about
said,
that.
no, the
I
judge
heard.
told him, it's like, are you sure about this? You know what I mean? Like he
yeah,
could have like, yo,
I mean,
you could have just
the asking for the money, it could have been outrageous. He with Rihanna, Rihanna, playing with a Billy. You
the
know what I'm
20
saying?
million.
Yeah, it could have been outrageous. And he's like, look, man, get out of here, man. I'm not giving you all that. But just take the deal. But that was the best, that was one of the best deals. Now you're facing 24 years. And not to say you're gonna get 24 years, that's the maximum, but you can possibly get like 7 though. You
If
know what I
they
mean?
can't produce the gun, if they can't produce the gun in question, what happens there then? It's just
Is his word? Is he?
it's
Is
his word, yeah.
no,
But
And
it was
it's a
on camera.
trial, so
It was on
yeah,
camera. So even
wielding
if
a gun.
the whole incident happened on camera.
oh wow.
So even if you can't, the gun not being there, it doesn't really matter. Like it happened on camera.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
that's a different story right there, bro. 100%.
It's just too
Yeah,
many things going against ASAP for him to just bypass that deal. Now he probably still might have a chance because the lawyer could go probably holler at the judge in between the prosecution and say, yo,
and he would have known about the footage because of the discovery where you'd be able to go through like what they're about to hit you with. You know what I mean?
yeah, but they
That's
look
a
at the
head
footage.
scratch.
Yeah, because they was just playing the footage in the courtroom. You know what I mean? So now it comes out that the dude really he got 2 warrants out, but the judge, excuse me, the judge
But
ain't worried about that. Thank you. The judge ain't worried about it. He like, listen, you take care of that after. You gonna continue doing this right now, and you can go answer for those in a later date. That's not going to interrupt anything that's going on right now.
oh man, if them warrants is like enough if they're bad enough that he has to sit down for one of them, that's gonna be funny because now he's a rat. You know what I mean?
He already a rat.
No, that's what I'm saying. Now he's a rat. No, I'm just saying, like, if he has to go sit down, it's
Oh, I
not gonna
thought
be fun
he's
for
a
him.
rat. Yeah, no, RAT. Yeah, no, he's already a RAT. He done got on the stand on total on his people. So he was supposed to get back at that motherfucker.
Yeah,
Y'all from the sandbox, and it was pistol play.
that's what I'm saying.
Crazy.
How does it get to that level? See what the way I see it on the trial, it seemed like he pulled out the pistol to try to bluff son, and when son wasn't going for the bluff, he felt like he had to let it rock off to let him know it was real. You know what I mean? That's what it seemed like.
Yeah, that's the thing though, man. Pulling the pistol out on your sandbox though. That's crazy. Everything. That's dirty work.
Yeah, so I don't know. That's a tricky situation. You know what I mean? Now, anything going on in this right here?
Yeah, my thing, bro, is just that, for y'all to be in the same vicinity, y'all was cool at the moment, you know what I mean? So what boiled over to make you want to pull the thing out, you know what I mean? And here it is now. You got one person sitting on the opposite side of the box, and you got the other person sitting on the other side of the box.
Mm,
Crazy. Everything. Y'all done known each other for 20 plus years.
yeah, you know, but I mean, yeah, that didn't really have to go like that. That was kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, facts.
You know.
Yeah, and I know it sounds stupid, but like, man, you got the money, you got all these endorsement deals, and maybe that's why he took it to trial. Because maybe if he takes that plea deal, no matter what, he's gonna lose them. I don't know. Man. I was gonna say, no matter what, he's gonna lose them endorsement deals. Still, you got Rihanna too, like, and he got another one on the way. Like, I don't know, it's kind of crazy. I mean, heat of the
Yeah,
moment. You got in the heat of the moment, man. You gotta still be able to display some form of discipline. I mean, you got you know what I mean. I mean, you could lose it all in an instance. You know what I mean? And this might be an unfortunate example of that, man. I don't know how he's gonna get out of this jam, bruh. They're gonna jam him up.
yeah, you know. Um, I mean, it's crazy, man. I just think that was unnecessary. I could have just ran that fade and did it like that. I didn't have to go and you ain't had to go that far. You know what I mean? But he was scared of getting put on his pockets. He the ASAP leader. And now you got to go face 20 years. And then you felt cocky enough to bypass that plea deal. And now you got to go face these charges and all that. It's just crazy.
Yeah, if you ain't put your hands on none of my family members or stole nothing from me, bro, even if you did stole something from me, that's a little different, you know what I mean? But putting your hands on my family, there's no need for me to pull no gun out on my sandbox.
I
That's
mean,
ridiculous.
I've had some instances where you know what I mean. Somebody might have allegedly got me for some change, but it wasn't that much. And then on principle alone, I want you know what I mean. You might normally want to react a certain way, but then at the same time, you could look at it as like, all right, you know, I'll take that L because you know what I'm saying. That person might have priced themselves out to like whatever couple bands it was. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, man. Like you shouldn't be able to put a price on your integrity. You know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying? And in this case, when it's two homies, you know what I mean? They're whether it was some kind of resentment that bro was building, like, hey, you weren't helping me enough, or you're not giving, you got all this money and the bad bit, excuse me, the bad superstar female. You know what I mean? He could, there could be a bunch of variables here that's on some hoe type. Some hoe type time, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Just some male jealousy, and then, you know what I mean? He tried to flex on him, and then he tried to flex on him with the pistol, and you know what I mean? And he yanked it on him too. You know what I mean? Good thing he
Yeah,
didn't kill bruh. Good thing
yeah,
he
because
didn't
that
kill
it
bruh.
would have been a wrap. It would have been a wrap. You know. But next topic anything going out on that?
No, I'm good, bro.
All right,
He
cool.
must think he real lucky, bro. Because remember that Europe thing, he was locked up there too, and they was doing him wrong. He got up out of that. I don't know about this one, bro.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is, man. We shall see how this unfolds. You know what I mean? All right, so DEI, right? Now there's been, Trump, he removed the whole DEI thing. And it was for the to make sure that it was the hiring process was fair, whatever the case may be, for minorities, you know, and all the like. So now there's a list of stores that are participating in removing DEI, and there's some that's not. So the ones that are is Walmart, Target, Meta Platforms, Amazon, McDonald's, Ford, Lowe's, Harley Davidson, Brown Foreman, John Deere, Tractor Supply, to name a few, you know. And you got Costco that's on the other side of the fence with it, you know. So
Yeah, shout out to Costco. I
yeah, so
mean,
now
if you look at that list, John Deere, what was the other one? Walmart. There's got some. I mean, I guess Walmart's in the hood too, but some of them is a little more on the other, the lighter complected side of the demographic. You know what I mean?
so now I see shopping. I led a bunch of black shoppers into Costco, right? And other stores that are not going to roll back on the DEI initiative, right? So this is my thing. Do we really benefit off of DEI?
I mean, what's unfortunate is that like the best person qualified doesn't always just get the job, right? Like, I mean, there's nepotism in a lot of industries, right? Where it's like, best person qualified might not get the job just because, the homie got his brother in there. You know what I mean? I mean, there's a bunch of different instances, but like as far as like, them not being required to be obligated to interview minorities. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, let's just hope them. You know what I mean? That Okay, how about this? My man's told me his his name was Brainland, right? And his brother was Bryce. And then like, and they're African American dudes, and their last name's hella African. You know what I mean? Like Uganju or something like that. And then he said we had these white sounding names because that's how you're gonna get a job. I mean, listen, man, it's kind of sad to say, but like, when they going through them applications, man, they're probably looking at, more Johns and Bobs than they are like DeAndres and like Miguel's, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
How it's always
100%.
been.
No, I mean you got motherfuckers that at a higher position than you, but they first language is not
Yeah, their
the
English second language.
100%. So you know what I mean. So just to double back on how you said that some people might not be, some people that get the job are less qualified than some people that get the job. That don't get the job. You know what I mean. And both of those situations, I've seen that on my job, and I've been there for 25 years, 100%. And like this ain't no knock to any immigrant that has been here or who's came here or nothing like that. You know what I mean? It's just when you at a leadership position and I got to steadily question what you trying to say to me, you know what I mean, is kind of fucked up. But yet you turn around and the way that I maneuver and say how what I say, you use that against me. 100%. And I'm not trying to say that I don't understand your English, is that I got to listen harder to what you saying. You know what I mean? And and you might want to go and turn around, and it might be somebody that speak your language and get to talking that bullshit about, you know what I mean? Because you have the inequalities or in equal what in
Inequalities.
100% all on all sorts of job aspects. So the DEI shit, 100% is fucked up that they is getting rid of it. But bruh, I see that shit all the time, no matter what your color is or whatever it is, bruh. Or just be you might look a certain different the different way, bro. You might rub somebody the wrong way just by how because I'm a glass half full person, right? So when I go into work, bro, I say good morning to everybody. I ask how you doing. I try when it's Monday, I ask how your weekend is. When it's getting closer Thursday or Friday, I ask you what you got plans for. So my coworkers, bro, I don't care what color you is, man, woman, whatever it is, I'm gonna be relatable. But some people, they come to work, they mad, you know what I mean? They got stuff going on at home or just in life. So, you know what I mean? And they might be at a higher power, and they just might, you might rub them the wrong way. So you know, for you trying to move up the ladder and you just being who you is, knowing you know what you're doing, but yet, you know what I mean, you being who you is, you're not gonna get the job, bro. 100%.
So another question is like, I heard people saying instead of leaving all those black shoppers in the Costco and these stores that support DEI, why not have them support black businesses instead?
Well, Target is one of them places that do. So Target, like, so my girl, she used the Miel hair stuff.
No,
And
they rolled back on DEIs.
oh,
Target was one of the stores that rolled back on DEIs.
is that right? Wow.
Part of
So
the list I just named.
Yeah, Target and Walmart were the biggest recognizable industry corporations I saw
that's
on that
crazy.
list.
So
Yeah, because
this
like
the
John
thing.
Deere's
Hold on a
huge,
second.
but
Check it. This the thing, right? So now people say that you know, instead of leaving all the black shoppers in the Costco and the stores that support that support not rolling back on DEI, why don't you just have them go support black businesses in general, right? What do you think about that? Because I heard Sia
yeah, I mean,
Collective,
like,
which is a shoe. Hold on, I heard Sia Collective, which is a shoemaker on IG. He has a shoe company. He said that. He said, why don't you have these people support black businesses instead of bringing them into another company that's majority owned? Investor BlackRock owns Target and Costco.
yeah, so the thing is that you know, those independent, especially the ones that already got into the stores, they already have the distribution and the plugs to go ahead and get their product across the, you know, across the states, because they was already in national stores, you know what I mean? Now for up and coming motherfuckers, or excuse me, for people, you know, that are, you know, business owners and entrepreneurs that do have product to sell, you know what I mean, you're gonna have to just continue to push 100%, because, you know, if these businesses are saying that we're not going to have these products in here, you know what I mean, it's going to make it harder. But, you know, you still can find a way, especially if your product good, because, you know, if you got a product, especially that's a natural product, because a lot of, you know, a lot of things right now is being based off of natural, you know, healing, you know, type of health, like type driven stuff, you know what I mean, especially during the new year, you know what I mean, you got everybody that's trying to embrace on a New Year's resolution of trying to get healthy. So, you know, healthy brands, you know what I mean, them gon' boom 100%, you know.
Yeah. So now when people say support black business, right? This is my question. Do these black businesses, does that money, that the profit that they make, does a percentage of that trickle back down into the black community, or is it just supporting the actual business to become a richer business, and none of that money is really trickling down?
You got to do your homework on the business that you're supporting, because during the what is that just came on oh, the Grammys, during the Grammys. So, you know, they played local business commercials during the that got burned down by the fire. You know what I mean? So one of the things was it was an immigrant from Africa. Please forgive me what continent, I mean what state, or, you know, I mean whatever country he was from in Africa, but they were in Altadena. And what they did was, you know, they were part of the community and they had a big old garden, but they played instruments and made instruments and all that, you know what I mean? So they was giving back to the community, and you could support them by buying Altadena merch, you know what I mean? So that was a group that had the commercial on the Grammys, that's in the community, that was affected by the fire, that's giving back to the community. So you got to just do your homework on when we talk about supporting black businesses, if you do want to go that route, and find the ones that is still in the community, giving back to the community 100%. You know what I mean? Some of these, like you said, some of these, they just, you support them, they taking the money, and, you know, just continue, which, you know, it's capitalism. We in America.
Yeah.
yeah,
So on the flip side, it doesn't matter who I spend the money with if those particular people are gonna move like that, right?
Yeah, no,
I
100%.
Okay.
here's how I view it too. Is like there's no, you know, there's no. I'm not mad at them supporting like Costco or the ones that are in favor of the DEI. It's but it's just unfortunate. There's no major black corporations in that, right? In that sense, like, you know what I mean, when you talk about these big stores like Target or Walmart or Costco, for that matter. You know what I mean? Like, so
Black
yeah,
industry.
and then yeah, right. You know, and maybe this is where it could start, right? You support your local businesses, and next thing you know, you're not only supporting these local businesses and that are in your community, but you know, this could be the early stages of a black industry for real, like on a bigger scale. Like, and that's another thing too, is like they're not really supporting black businesses. Goes back to like how we just don't really support each other. Period. You know what I mean? Like.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What was that thing we watched where it was like, you know, the generic brands, we were taught to view them a certain way. You know what
As
I'm saying?
opposed to the high fashion brands.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, because the high fashion brands bring a little bit of status with it when it's like, you know, but you know, like if I'm rocking Gucci, you know what I'm saying? Gucci don't give a fuck if I'm rocking Gucci. You know what I'm saying? But like these local businesses, you walk in there, they're gonna know your name. You know what I mean? They're gonna, you know, if you're a
So
regular, like you know, you're not gonna get that from you know the big corporations and whatnot. So you know what I mean? And I
so
guess yeah, go ahead.
so now it like you have Kanye. Kanye has the Easy Supply site. Let me check it out real quick. Shout outs to Kanye. Gonna
Yeah,
pull this
Kanye
up.
is rich again. He's rich again.
Yeah, I ain't wearing that shit though.
He like then he's the sole proprietor. I think he's worth like 2.7 billion now because he's the main guy and no one he's doing all Yeezys him now.
His clothes look like homeless people clothes.
Not
I
all of
mean,
them.
you know,
Not all
he
of
could be
All right, take a look. These are some of his clothes on his site.
RCO1, no. WBO1, no. HDO1, no. RCO1 negative, no. All that satanic looking stuff, no. All them hoodies. What is them hoodies doing? Oh,
I was
everything.
about to
What
say
you doing, man?
swag.
Right. Yeah, I
It's funny
can't get
So,
because man, over the years I'm still gonna dress the same hoodies and
so
I can't
check
get
this out.
okay.
Uh, I'm gonna show you some
I might rock some of them
boots.
hoodies. I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't buy one though.
Okay, I'm gonna show you some boots.
it looked like his feet is ashy on that one picture.
All right, so you remember these right here?
Those are like the OG ones.
These are the Easy Pods.
Yeah,
$20.
I don't remember them joints.
Yeah, they came out.
How
They
much?
came out last year. They were
How much
$20.
were those? For real?
$20 on his site. Easy Supply. Everything on that site is $20. Everything.
Oh, that's big. They trying to
Wow. I
he
mean,
trying
you know, he's always been on record for saying he wanted to be like H&M, where he could bring high fashion with high quality for cheap. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I didn't know that he was actually kind of doing that type of thing. Man, $20 on the side.
$20.
for some stockings.
You know.
But that
So
still surprises me that they're only $20 though. You know what I
now
mean?
look at
Like,
this. Check this out. Check this out. What does this look like? Hold up. Let me see something. Get this out of here. Hold on. Okay. So what does this look like right here?
It looked like the Kobe.
Ain't that the same socks? Sock pods or whatever?
It looked like the Kobe.
so
It
those are
say
the same brand?
$1,000. It say $1,000.
These are the same type of joints.
Yeah, it's the same brand too. That's crazy.
No, it's not the same brand. These are Balenciagas.
That's crazy.
Oh,
And these are
oh yeah.
$9.75.
Okay, so you think he's doing this to like? I mean, first of all, shout out to Ye, because you know what I mean. He been saying he wanted to do something that wasn't. He didn't want to be anti-consumer.
He's showing people that it's the same shoe. $20, $975. What is the difference?
I'll cop those for $20. I ain't gonna lie.
You know, I'm just saying, like people go to Walmart and they spend $20. You know, how much their hoodies are. You know, how much their sweatpants are.
Right. No, I feel you on that for
Yeah.
sure. You know what I mean? Certain like me, I don't care about the designer name or the label name or nothing like that. If it's fly and I'm rocking with it, I'm rocking with it 100%. You know what I mean? I don't need nobody's stamp of approval. Now, if it do got a little bit of a name on there, or if it got a high name on there, and I'm feeling jiggy with it, yeah, I'm gonna cop that 100%. You know what I mean? But if it's something fly and it don't got no name on it, I'm gonna cop it too. And if it's 10, 15, 20, $50, it don't matter, $100. I'm the one that's put this on. I'm the one that's making it look fly. When I put that cologne on, and you
I don't see what's so wrong with this hoodie right here. This is a zip up hoodie.
know, yeah, that's not my style.
No, I'm saying, you know, everybody had their own style, but
Yeah.
there's other hoodies you buy that's the same thing.
Yeah, that's crazy. I
That's
mean,
$20. Everything on his site is $20.
Yeah, that's big. He know what he doing.
so you know what that means too, right? That means to manufacture those things, it's a fraction of the cost.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're not
so
gonna do something like $1 overhead per. You know what I mean, right? Like it's just not how it works. So I like this.
I'm gonna tell y'all how it is when they come in, because I bought a whole outfit with the shoes. Yeah, I take chances like that.
Let's go.
Yeah, I bought the
See,
gray, the
for
whole
me,
gray
it's
sweatsuit.
circumstance. If I'm in Vegas, like I ain't gonna lie, like we're all like doing like theme stuff for this. First of all, Vegas is just an excuse for me to dress however I want to dress. You know what I mean? Like, cause you're in Vegas. You know what I mean? You could wear like, you know, the outlandish stuff you wanted to wear
So
on the
going
regular, or like the experimental. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. So yo, tell them where to catch you at, Bogey.
shit, mate. Yeah, you can catch me on the Gen Wealth Net on YouTube, and you could catch me at Gen Wealth Net _ on Instagram. You know what I mean? And anywhere you consume your music, Bogart, Scott Free on Spotify, Apple, etc. You know what I mean?
All right. JD, where they
Smart
can
to
find you,
Smart
my G.
podcast, man. You know what time it is, man. You know what I mean? We running it up, weekend wrap up. You know what I mean? OJ and a blunt for breakfast. Y'all know what time it is with my fellas, man. Super Bowl Sunday coming up. Then we got drafts coming up with the Gym Wealth. You know what I mean? So we got major content coming on, man. 100%. Just stay locked in, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
You
sir.
catch me on Boogie Vision from a fan's perspective. You know what I mean? You know, you can catch me on IG, Boogie Vision for what is it? Boogie Vision on IG, all that good stuff. Anyway, it's been real. We out.
Double salute, man.
Peace. I might